There is one rule that the Genestealer Cult players need to get right, and we keep getting it wrong. It's a difficult rule to understand, it has loads of other rules interactions that I'm going to explain, so no shame whatsoever if you've been doing it wrong, but you're missing out on some really cool abilities if you've been playing it a way that it isn't meant to be played. That we think it isn't meant to be played. It's Games Workshop's rules, what do you expect? Are you familiar with Cult Ambush? I'm sure you are, but maybe not as familiar with it as I am. So I have crawled deep into its secrets and then come back out again as if, returning by Deep Strike. That's what we're going to talk about, the Deep Strike and Cult Ambush. So the way Cult Ambush works currently, if one of your units is destroyed and they have the Cult Ambush special rule, and you roll your dice successfully so that they are going to come back, and they also have the Deep Strike special rule, then they can be returned to the battle not just through Cult Ambush tokens, but by being deployed onto the battlefield in your own turn. The differences. So you have to have the Deep Strike ability to use this part. However, coming back through Cult Ambush in this way is not Deep Strike. The wording is all there. It is so basically identical to the Deep Strike rule. However, it's missing that Deep Strike TM Copyright Games Workshop wording. You need Deep Strike to use it, but in itself it is not Deep Strike. So if you're using the Tunnel Crawler's stratagem, well, you can do that on a unit you've held in reserves from the start of the game, because they are Deep Striking, but anything coming back through Cult Ambush is not actually Deep Striking, so you can't use the Tunnel Crawler's rule. But Von Carmian, you promised to explain a rule so that we could do things better and have more abilities we're not using. That sounds like you're telling us to stop doing a thing because we're doing it incorrectly. Yeah, okay. Part 2, coming from Cult Ambush, is coming from reserves. But you're thinking, it doesn't say it's coming from reserves anywhere in the Cult Ambush ability. I know, right? You need to go into the rules commentary. The Cult Ambush thing that stops you in the Ascension Day detachment from using Tunnel Crawlers because it's not actually Deep Strike, even though it's the wording of Deep Strike and you need Deep Strike to activate it. Your brand new unit, which is identical to the one that was just destroyed, when that replacement unit is set up on the battlefield, it also gets all of the triggered abilities as per units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements. So why does this matter? So abilities like the Host of Ascension detachment rule that says each time a Genestealer Cult unit from your army is set up on the battlefield as reinforcements, you get sustained hits 1 on your weapons until the end of your next fight phase. That will activate if you come from Cult Ambush. Was this a thing you didn't know before? Have I been able to explain it correctly? Let me know in the comments so I'll know whether to do a crazy rant video about rules again in the future, but keep it kinda short. If you want a longer video about all of the things that are Genestealer Culty and the detachments, this is the longer video, so that you can have a great day of 40k.